the sign-adjacent oscillator. I used 808 harmonics, but I'm going to change it later. Add a noise sample. AC hum blends really naturally. Change the wavetable to 808 kick. It's a slightly beefier sine wave that comes stock in Serum 2. Boost the gain and bring it up an octave. Use the FM warp with noise as the modulator. Boost the main volume. Bring the direct noise level to 0. Adjust the FM amount. Bring the sine wave down an octave. Decrease the FM amount. Adjust the wavetable position. Turn up the direct noise level. Use a 12 decibel low-pass filter on the noise. I used the WASP filter in Serum 2. Turn off the main output for filter 1 and send it to bus 1. Start an effects chain on bus 1. This should only affect the noise. Move to the main bus to affect both oscillator 1 and noise. Adjust the noise level and cutoff. Adjust the diode filter on bus 1 and add EQ. Widen the stereo image around 1 to 3K. Use saturation and distortion with an emphasis on odd harmonics. Hard clippers are good at this. I'm mainly focusing on boosting the 3rd and 9th harmonics. Use an EQ to accentuate these harmonics while removing others. This will also help with perceived loudness. Add a soft clipper in the insert after this EQ. Add another EQ after the soft clipper. You can reduce any harmonics that the soft clipper brought up while also changing the timbre of the high-end noise. Add a Serum 2 effect insert for extra distortion. Use an EQ to accentuate the bass, harmonics, and noise. I went back to the first EQ to change it to linear phase. This isn't recommended in most cases. However, sources with a lot of odd harmonic distortion are more prone to issues when using minimum phase. Record the body of the 808. We'll just edit what we have to make a transient or kick for the 808. Now for the kick, go back to the first EQ and change it to 0 latency. Also remove any curves that cause the 808 to ring out. Go into Serum 2 and shorten the envelope. Use LFOs set to envelope mode to sharpen the attack. You can use these to modulate the pitch, FM amount, or even distortion. Bring it up an octave. Use another LFO to modulate the cutoff. Adjust the distortion settings in bus 1. Record the kick and crossfade it with the 808 that you already made. Adjust the kick settings as needed. I used a darker EQ and lower cutoff. Use an EQ and soft clipper on the master to help blend the two. Make general changes with the EQ. In this case, the mid-range and high mids were a little too boxy and harsh, while the sub-bass wasn't deep enough and the bass and low-mid area was too muddy. Record the 808. If you highlight specific sections of the 808 and make volume changes or cuts, make sure that the magnet is set to snap to 0 crossing.